Let's wait a second. Hiya, it's Nicole here, your friendly library director / fitness instructor, and welcome to my workout room. I'll keep squatting. Today we're doing balance and strength, which is a little bit more intense than the last classes that we've done and the last class that I filmed, because today we're going to be adding arm motions to our leg motions and to our balances, and that's going to challenge our cores and our brains just a little bit more. So, and that's really good for you. And I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. So today, all you need is a chair or a wall for balance. Today's workout should not be strenuous. It should not be challenging your heart at all. But if you do find that your heart rate is going up, if you do find that you're losing you're getting dizzy or you're getting lightheaded, then stop immediately and call your doctor. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So all you need is a chair or a wall. We're going to be using the chair for our cool down. But first, let's start with our warm up. We're going to do a dynamic warm up to get our entire body going. So let's start with some shoulder circles. We'll do about 10 and then make them a little bit bigger. And now let's do some tree huggers. So reach out and then hug. I like to do my warm up starting at the top of my body and work down to the lower part of my body. And again, we're doing about 10. We're about halfway through, if I'm counting correctly. All right, and now we're going to do some hip circles. So you can put your hands on your hips and circle. We're going to do 10 times one direction. Keep your stomach in and breathe. And we're almost done. And then other direction. This gets our hips nice and open because we're going to be using our hips a lot today. We're also going to stretch them out at the end of the day, but safely, because I realize that some of our people are a little bit older and have some hip issues. And always, if you need to modify, do it. I will not judge you, especially since I can't see you. I'm at home. All right, so now we're going to do leg circles. If you need to grab a chair for your balance or a wall, that's okay. So we're just going to circle our leg. This is also called gate openers, but it gets your hip nice and open, nice and loose. Sorry, this is allergies. I'm not sick. I have allergies. Okay, other leg. Now for balance, keep your stomach in. And you can tell I'm a gymnastics coach because I automatically point my foot. Okay, last warm-up thing is ankle circles. We need to have loosened up ankles. So let's do 10 one direction. My ankle is cracking. I don't know if you can hear it. Now 10 the other direction. It's really good every day to roll your ankles out anyway because they get tighter as we get older. And really, that's a big part of our balance. Let's go with the other ankle, about 10 one direction. And I'm cracking all over the place. And then the other direction. And I'm barefoot because I prefer to be barefoot when I'm balancing. I like to use my toes. That's my gymnastics background. Okay, so I'm just moving my chair a little bit out of the way, but you can always grab it for balance. Our first exercise, now that we're into it, is going to be, I have my lesson plan taped underneath. We're going to stand one foot in front of the other one, which we've done before, but we're going to have one arm up and one to the side. So we're going to be like this. So see, one foot in front of the other, heel to toe, and one arm up and one arm to the side. So ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, stomach in, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now relax. Now we're going to put the other foot in front. And we're going to swap arms. All right, stomach in, look at something in front of you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then relax. I did forget to tell you, when you balance, make sure your legs are nice and strong. You're grounding. You're pushing all 4 corners of your feet into the floor. So under your big toe, under your pinky toe, and then both back corners of your heel. That's going to help you balance. Stomach in, hips squared, which means they're not twisted and they're not one higher than the other one. They're squared. They're even. Shoulders squared too. If we're leaning back or leaning forward, it makes it harder to balance. So let's go back and do the first one again. One foot in front of the other, one arm up, one out to the side. It doesn't matter which arm is up or to the side. 10, 9, 8, 7, stomach in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then other side. Stop. You can shake out your legs. Now we're going to do the other side. Get the feet ready first, and then get the arms right. And see, I have gymnastics hands. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, now we're going to go to our next move, which is the flamingo stand that we've done. Okay, so flamingo is lifting one knee up, so your knee is about even with your hip. See, I'm not leaning back. That makes me lose my balance. My shoulders are over my hips, and my hips are over my knee and my ankle. That's how we balance. Now, to add more of a challenge, we're going to have one arm in front and one arm up. Okay, and then we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. So you can do arms first and then lift your leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now we're going to do the other side. So remember, ground your foot, squeeze your leg muscles, get the arms ready first, stomach in, lift your knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, my ankle flipped. Let's go back and do the other side again. I'll do this time sideways. You don't have to turn. So I have my arms set up. See, my shoulders aren't moving. I lift my knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going to go back to the other foot. Ground your foot. Remember, one foot's going to be easier. This is not my good foot. Not lately. Okay, ready? My arms are ready, and now my leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, your legs might be a little tired by now. Your arms might be a little tired. If they are, shake them out. All right. Now, this one's actually, I think, easier. Okay, so we're going to stand on our toes. The secret to standing on your toes, my gymnastic secret, is squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your ankles together. All right? You want to be balancing on the first 3 metatarsals, so big toe, and then the other 2 toes after that. And squeeze your belly. Make sure that your hips are over your heels. Okay, so ready? We're going to lift our arms up. Go as high as you feel comfortable. Squeeze your butt. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. I'm going to back up a little bit. All right. But I have an angled ceiling. I don't think I'll hit it. Okay, so let's try it again. Ready? Our arms are up, shoulders down, stomach in. Don't forget to breathe. Lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Okay, so that was like 10 minutes so far. Now we are going to do some functional balances. Functional are kind of motions that we would be using anyway, sometimes, but these are the ones that are going to start challenging our core and our brain more. I like to consider our static holds as a warm-up so that we can do the functional balances better. So the first one we're going to do, we've already done the tap, the front, side, back. Now we're going to move our arms. This can be confusing. If you are confused, if your arms don't want to do what they're supposed to do, don't move them. Just have them out to the side. But what we're going to do is as our foot moves forward, our arms move forward. As our foot moves out, they go to the side. And as our foot goes back, they go up. So see, front, side, up, and back. Okay, and did you notice when I moved sideways, my shoulders didn't move? That's important. We don't want to be wobbling back and forth because then we're going to lose our balance. So really holding your stomach muscles like you're wearing a belt, okay? We're going to go this side first, all right? Actually, no, we're going to go this side first. My left, your right. Okay, so ready? We're going to do 5 times, okay? Front, side, back. That was 1. Front, side, back. That's 2. Front, side, back. That's 3. Front, side, back. That's 4. And now last one. Front, side, back. And we're done with that one. Now we're going to go the other side. So I hope that wasn't too challenging. I hope you liked it. Let's go for the other side. So ready? Front, side, back, and down. Front, side, back. This is 3. Front, side, back and up. That's 4. Wait, that was 3. Sorry. Front, side, and up and back. That was 4. And last one. Front, side, back and up. That was 5. I forgot to tell you, remember the foot that you're balancing on. You're squeezing that one. You're pushing your big toe into the floor. If you can. If you had toe fusion surgery like I did, it's a challenge. But I don't know if you noticed, my balance is getting better. I'm happy. Okay, so we're going to move to the next thing. This one is kind of new. You're probably going to hate me at first, but then you'll like me. Okay, so this one is leg swings with an arm swing. And so we've gone like front step, tapped forward and back. What you're going to do now is you're going to swing your leg. And at the same time, you're going to swing your opposite arm. So this is going to use our brains because we're crossing the midline of our bodies. Whenever we cross our midlines, our brains have to work harder. And as we get older, we start losing some brain synapses. So then this starts rebuilding them. So that you're always going to find that I'm going to do exercises that are going to make you work both sides of your body at the same time. This is one of them. So if you need to grab a chair for balance, that's totally okay. I'll show. So see, I've got my chair and then I have it I'm standing on this foot. I'm balancing on this one. Again, I'm squeezing my leg muscles and pushing all 4 corners of my foot into the floor. Hold onto the chair. Wait, I can't do it that way. I'd have to do it this way to swing this arm. So I'll do it this way. Yes. So the far leg is the one you're gonna balance on. And the swinging leg is the one that's closer to the chair. We're just gonna do 5 swings. So stomach in, standing up tall, look at something for balance. Okay, so we're gonna just do 5 swings. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then stop. And then turn around, hand on the chair. You're balancing on the foot that's closer to camera, phone, computer, whichever. You're swinging the leg that's closer to the chair. All right? And the opposite arm is swinging. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then stop. I'm going to do it now without the chair so that you can see what it looks like without the chair. It's more challenging. If I don't use the chair, I'm going to have my arm out for balance. So pick a leg. I'm going to stand on this one, and I'm going to swing this one. All right, so then this arm is going to swing. This one's out to the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if you caught it, but my foot pulled up a little. I pulled my big toe up a little. I need to push it down more. This is my challenging foot. It's going to be hard. And it's okay. We all have a challenging side. So this leg's going to swing. That arm's going to be out to the side. Opposite arm swings. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, I did it. I hope you did too. Okay, so then the next one is we're going to swing our legs from side to side, but we're going to keep our arms out to the side because this is new, okay? This one's going to swing, so I just make my foot cross a little in front and then go out a little. Now, with this one, we all have different flexibility. If you're more flexible, then you're going to be able to kick way up high like me. If you're not, you might kick over here. Again, this is one of those things where you do what you can do, all right? This is your workout, and we all have our own limitations. We all have our own level of fitness. So you just do you and just have fun with it, okay? So arms are out, and we're going to do 5 swings. So cross, open, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And stop. I don't know if you noticed, I started swinging higher because I got more comfortable. That might happen with you too. Push all 4 corners of your foot in the floor. Squeeze your thigh muscles. Stand up straight. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Should we do it again? I hope so. I'm going to do it again. Ready? And maybe I don't need to do sideways. Remember, you're not leaning back, you're not leaning forward, shoulders straight over hips. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's the last one. Now the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I can tell my hips are loosening up because I'm swinging high. Now, yeah, I'm going to challenge you. Now we're going to add an arm swing with it. So it's going to be same arm, same leg. Okay, you're going to have one arm out to the side. Okay, I'm going to stand on this leg. This arm's going to stay stable. It doesn't move, okay? This side of my body is going to move. So when I go across, I cross and then open. All right, ready? So get this side ready. Stomach in. Stand up tall. Push your foot into the floor. Squeeze your quads. And 1. Whoa. 2. See, bad foot. 3, 4, 5. And stop. Now, let's do the other side. This side's my better side. But I don't know about you. Okay, ready? Now, this is the foot I'm standing on. It's glued. This arm is stuck. And this is the side that's going to move. So ready? Get it all ready. Quads tight, pushing your foot down. Stomach in, shoulders over hips. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stop. Now, I need water. I'm getting breathless. Okay, I'm back. So, next, we're going to do that again because it's a bit of a challenge. Okay, so ready? Back to this side standing, this side working. Arm is out, glue your leg, and swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stop. Now, other side. We're getting better at this. And 1, 2, 3, push your big toe down, 4, and 5, and stop. We're about halfway through. All right, next on my lesson plan, which is taped right underneath, a standing high march. This one's actually kind of easy, but again, it's as far as the movement is concerned, but we're crossing the midline, so it's harder for your brain and harder for your core. All right, so our arms are going to be up, and so we know a high march, okay? Now, some people have bad hips. I should have said this earlier. If you have bad hips, you just lift as high as you comfortably can, all right? I don't expect you to lift as high as I do because some of that is core strength. Some of that is hip mobility. So remember, always doing what you can do comfortably. So our arms are going to be up, and then you're going to reach down with the opposite hand and touch your knee. So it could look like this, and that's okay. Now, sideways. See, I'm not going to lean back and I'm not going to lean forward. I'm standing up straight. My hips are over my knees and ankles, shoulders over hips, and I go like this. So this one's fast. It's 5 times each leg, so 10 times total. So ready? Let me back up a little bit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Take a breath. I'm getting breathless because I'm talking and moving at the same time. We're going to do that again. I think this one's easier, but you might find it more challenging. So it's a little bit harder, I think, probably, or some of you might find it challenging because you have to catch your balance kind of quickly as you switch legs. But that's a realistic motion. Like, we have to do that every time we walk. So it's an activity of daily living. So let's do it again. Ready? Arms are up. I don't know if you notice, sometimes I pull my shoulders down a lot. That's good for posture. It also makes our back stronger. So ready? Arms are up, stomach in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're done. And then our next, oh yeah, this is another new one and harder. Okay, so we've done the flamingo stand. So what we're going to do is I'm going sideways so you can see. Lift your knee, straighten it, bend it, and then put it down. Okay, we're going to do 5 times on one leg, 5 on the other. I don't know. You know what? I think this time I will not add the arms. I think we'll just do the legs. So we're going to do arms out. Okay. Let me go sideways. So see, shoulders are over hips. Lift up, knee up, stretch, and then down. That was 1. Lift, stretch, bend, down. That was 2. Lift, stretch, bend, 3. Lift, stretch, bend, 4. Lift, stretch, bend, 5. All done. So now let's do the other leg. Now, did you notice my shoulders didn't move? It was only my leg. I was using my core and I was using my leg muscles. This time I'm going to stand this direction so you can see. Remember, look at a spot in front of you. That's called spotting. pushing your foot into the floor, squeezing your quad muscles, stomach in, squeeze your tush. All right, arms out, lift, straight, bend, down. That was 1. Lift, bend, straight. That was 2. My arms were wrong. My words were wrong. And down. That was 3. Lift, straight, bend, down. 4. Lift, bend, straight, bend, down. That was 5. We're running out of time, so that one we'll only do once. Next time I do this, I'll add the arms. Okay, this one is fun. Okay, we're gonna do a lunge, which we've done before. So if you've done yoga, this is kind of a yoga pose. You can use your chair for balance if you need to. If you don't, then don't. Okay, you could do it with your chair beside you because our arms are going to go out to the side, right? Stable arms, both arms to the side. So you could have the chair right next to you. I don't need it, the chair. So see, I'm in a lunge. My arms are out, stomach is in. I lift my back leg a little bit and then I put it down. This is going to work your muscles back here. All right, so this leg is the one that's going to be working because we're standing on it. So arms are out, stomach is in, shoulders over hips, push and lift and back. That was 1. And 2. Squeeze your tush. 3, don't forget to breathe. 4, push your big toe down. And last one, 5. All right, very good. Now let's go the other side. Now you know what we're doing. I'm going to face forward so you can see. Okay, my arms are staying stable. I'm not doing any of this. They're staying stable. My shoulders are down and back. And I lift 1 and go back to lunge. 2, 3, 4, and then last one, 5. All right, now we're going to do that, but we're going to add arm movement. All right, so our arms are going to be up, and then we're going to drop our arms to airplane as we lift our leg. So this is what it looks like from the side. Again, if you have to hold onto a chair or a wall for balance, it's totally okay. So my arms start up, I have my stomach in, my back is flat, and then I lift, and then return to lunge. Lift and drop and return to lunge. And I keep moving forward. I'm sorry. So let's do it. Ready? Standing on whatever foot you choose. Doesn't matter. Arms are up by your ears. Chin up, shoulders down, back flat. Stomach in, pushing your big toe down, all 4 corners of your foot. And 1, and return. 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. So then we're going to do the other one. This time I'm facing you, so you can see what it looks like from the front. Do whatever direction makes you feel comfortable. You're in your own homes. Okay, so I'm afraid of kicking the wall. That won't happen. Okay, so there was something I thought about in the middle of it. I'll remember it. Arms up, shoulders down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and finish. Oh, yes, I remember. So you don't have to lift your leg really high. It's not a lever like we've done before. It's a little arabesque. So in gymnastics, an arabesque is just lifting your back leg up until you feel a little bit of a pinch here, and you feel your tush really get tight. So that's kind of what this move is. It's just lifting a little bit off the floor, feeling all of the muscles in the back of your body squeezing, and then you put your foot back down. So when you do this again, think about that feeling. So we did the lunge to arabesque with arm movement. Now we're going to do lunge to rotate. This one is a little bit of a challenge because it's really challenging your core. What we do, I'm going to show you forward first and then to the side so you can see. We're going to stand in our lunge, okay? And I should review lunge. I forgot to do that. Feet are about hip width apart, and then you step 1 foot back. That's all the lunge is. And your weight should be evenly distributed between your feet. When we go to the arabesque, you're actually pushing your weight distribution to your front leg. This one is a stable lunge it's stable for our lower body. So our weight is going to be evenly distributed between our feet. We're not going to let our hips go one side to the other. They're going to stay nice and square. Your arms are going to go out in front. And I'm doing this side as I move it. So I'm going to watch my hand as it goes back and then forward. All right. So then from the side, watch my shoulders don't move, or they shouldn't. Okay. My stomach is in, and I watch my arm move as far as I can, and then I come back. So, my shoulders move as my chest opens, but that should be the limitation of the limit of what you're doing. So, are we ready? I hope so. So 1 foot in front, so remember, let's start from the beginning. Feet hip width apart, lunge, arms out, stomach in, weight evenly distributed, push all 4 corners of both feet into the floor. And watch your hand and pull it back. I touched the wall, I had to move. And then we're on number 2. This one's more of a challenge for your core. I saved one of the hardest for last. And 3. And we're on 4. Stomach in. And last one, 5. And then feet together. Now, well, they're not together, but they're even. So now I'm going to step my other foot back. See, they're hip width apart. I step my foot back to a comfortable degree. All right, my weight is evenly distributed. My stomach is in, my shoulders are over my hips, my arms are out, and then this hand is going to be the one that moves. So ready? 1, stomach in, and 2, and we're on 3. I don't know if you find it a challenge watching your hand. And 4, push all of your feet. We have multiple ones, more than 2. And last one, push your feet into the floor. And 5. So if doing this again, remember, if that was just too much of a challenge, you can do it without watching your hands. So you can look straight ahead, but then move your arm. Whenever we are adding head movement with the arm movement, then that makes it more physically challenging, and because we're adding more to our proprioception. So that's one thing that you can work on. And like all of these things, you can work on as you improve. Start moving your head and your gaze to, like with arm swings. You can start watching your hand and see how that challenges your balance more. And so, remember, this is your workout. You do what works best for you. But if watching your hand while it's moving is too hard, then find a spot on the wall and look at it like it's your favorite thing ever. You could also take a piece of paper and draw a big bullseye and stare at the bullseye. That's spotting. I used to do that years and years ago, coaching gymnastics, when I taught my gymnasts how to spot in turns and stuff. Okay, so, we've got one last exercise. So grab your chair. And this is what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to put go back to that very first exercise we did today with the one foot in front of the other one. So remember, if you have bad hips, if crossing the midline is too hard because of some kind of a hip issue, you can do staggered stance. That's fine. This is still going to be challenging for your brain and your body. But I am going to do this. We're going to sit back into our chair. You're going to be interested in how hard this is. So remember, when we sit back in our chair, we stick our butt out, all right? And you can put your arms wherever you want. Sometimes people find it more comfortable to put them out in front. If they're getting tired, put them on your hips. It's up to you. All right, we're going to do 5 times with this foot in front and then 5 with the other foot in front. So ready? Sit your butt back. 1, and then stand up. It's a little hard, isn't it? And then sit back and stand up. That was 2. And back and up. 3. And back and up. 4. And last time. Back and up. 5. Now, I felt my back leg work a little bit more than my front leg, which is normal. Okay, so now we're going to swap feet. Okay, so do with your arms whatever you feel like doing. My back leg is going to be doing most of the work. So sit back and stand up. That was a 1. Sit back, stand up. 2. Sit back, stand up. 3. Sit back, stand up. 4. And last one, sit back, stand up. 5. And guess what? We're done. Time to cool down. Okay, so our first cool down stretch is going to be our hip flexors. We used our hip flexors a lot. Every time we lift our foot or our knee up in front of us, we're using these hip flexor muscles, which are in front. And when we sit a lot, they get tight. So we need to work on stretching them. So the best way to do it, I'm going to stand sideways. My feet are hip width apart. I step back a little bit like a lunge, not far. Actually, I'm going to go further. Your back heel is flat on the floor and your hips are squared. And now you're going to tilt your hips forward so you feel a stretch all through here. We're going to hold it for about 20 seconds. So we've already held it probably about 10. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, and together. Now we're going to do the other leg. So standing forward so you can see my feet are hip width apart. I step back, I tilt my hip, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just imagine I'm counting. It's good to hold stretches for 20 to 30 seconds because that actually relaxes the muscles. You need to hold a stretch for at least 20 seconds to relax it enough to actually get a stretch. Ideally, stretches should be like 30 to 60 seconds, but it's a minimum of a 20-second hold to get that stretch that you need, to get that relaxation. Anything less, you're just not going to stimulate those tendons, the Golgi tendon organs, to relax. Our next thing is using our chair. So sit in your chair, feet hip width apart, hands on hips. We're going to do a cat-cow. So first we're going to push shoulders back, arch your back, look up. And then when you breathe out, pull your chin to your chest and round your back. You should feel a stretch in the back of your body on this one. And then next time you breathe out, arch your back. And this is a stretch across the front of your body. And then breathe out and move to, I don't remember, this one I think is cat. And then breathe out and then arch. And then last time, pulling chin to chest and rounding your back. And then sit up tall. Next is going to be a trunk twist. So feet are hip width apart again. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put your opposite hand on your opposite knee, grab the side of your chair, and then just turn your shoulders and your head. This is going to stretch the sides of your body. If it hurts, don't stretch so far. And then go back to center. And then hand on your opposite knee. Grab the side of your chair or the back of your chair. Turn just shoulders and head. This is stretching the sides and upper back. And breathe. That's important. And then return to center. Now we're going to do a seated quad stretch. So with this one, I'll turn sideways. Okay? So I have my tush on kind of the edge of my seat, and my front foot is on the floor. And I'm bending my back leg so that I feel a stretch right here. Okay? I have to push on the side on my chair a little bit so I don't tip over. So if this isn't enough of a stretch for you, then grab your foot. Oh, this is enough stretch for me. So you want to feel the stretch in the fronts of your leg. And breathe. All right, and then put your foot down and turn around. Turn yourself around. Okay, sitting on the edge of your seat, like basically, so this leg is on the chair. Grab your seat. Just put your back leg behind you. I've got to do this one, and my foot doesn't point. So do whatever works to feel the stretch in the front of your leg. And then we're done with that one. Now we're going to do a hamstring stretch. Put one foot out in front of you, nice and straight. Flex your foot so your toes are pointing back toward your face. And then with your back flat, lean forward. You should feel a stretch through the entire back of your leg. It feels really good. I recommend holding onto your chair so you don't fall on the floor. I mean, it could be funny, but it could hurt too, depending on how old you are. And then come up and then put the other foot in front. Straight leg, flex your foot so your toes are pointing toward your face. Lean forward with a flat back. Feel that stretch from the back of your ankle to your butt. Don't forget to breathe. And then come up. Okay, and then this one this is our last stretch. It's a seated glute stretch. It's also called a figure 4. If you have hip issues, just cross at your ankles. If you don't, cross one foot over your knee. All right, so you're nicely turned out. And then you lean forward as far as you feel comfortable with a flat back. And breathe. It says you feel like the stretch in the side of your tush. And then come up, put that foot down. Remember, you can cross your ankle, so the one side is out to the side, or cross over your knee, whichever works best for your body. And then flat back and lean forward and breathe. And guess what? We're done. Yay! Okay, so this was our more intense balance and strength class. On our original schedule, this was supposed to be the last day that we were going to do this class. But what I would like you to do is please put in the comments what you would like the next class to be. I can design lots of different stuff. So I could do resistance band workouts because I have, where are my mini bands? So I could do workouts with these resistance loops. So if you have a pair of these on hand and don't know what to do with them and you want to do some strength exercises, I could teach a class on that for full body strength. But I would need to know first. And so that I can give people time to order them from Amazon, because really a set of these from Amazon is only about $10. I could do exercises with soup cans. So learning strength exercises with soup cans. Body weight. I could do more cardio. I could do more balance. You tell me, please put it in the comments or email the library, and then I will get it done, and then I can put together a class for next week. Okay, and then that's everything. And good seeing all of you. Bye.